Hi and welcome to today's video. In this tutorial, I will show you how to draw cartoon faces in simple and easy steps, which is perfect for beginners. To get started, you will need a sketchbook or some blank paper, preferably plain, a pencil and a pen if you have. The first step is to draw random face shapes. Use a pencil or a pen to create different shapes without overthinking it. Look at your face in the mirror, observe its shape, and then notice how everyone's face shape is a bit different. Some are circular, some are oval, some are squarish, etc. The crazier the shape, the more fun the cartoon will be. I'm using a pen to draw random shapes freehand. This is also because it gives you a lot of spontaneity and you don't have to think too much, and there's zero pressure and there is absolutely no requirement for you to be perfect in this step. Next, we use a pencil to draw guidelines for the eyes, nose and the mouth placement. Draw a vertical line midway and a horizontal line dividing the shape into two. The horizontal line is where the eyes will be and the vertical one is where the nose and the mouth will be. Use your eyes to judge the placement and don't worry again about being perfect. Below the horizontal line, you just take a point midway and that is going to be where your nose will come. Time to add some face details. So I'm going to use a pen to add some eyes by using two ovals, which is on either side of the vertical line, which is on top of the horizontal line. And then where I have drawn the point for the nose, just above it, I've drawn a small inverted C. You can also draw a C for your nose and then a small U for the mouth. So this is just one basic guideline in which I like to create my faces. You can use a similar guideline or create your own variation of making the faces. Your nose could be much longer. It could be a little more below the nose point, or it could be much higher than the nose point. Your mouth could be smaller and bigger. So this way you can create your own set of characters. That way you will be very unique in the style of characters and comics that you create, and not everything will look same as this particular tutorial that I'm showing you. To convert each face shape into a character, all you need to do is add details to all these shapes using the pen. You can experiment with different shapes for the noses and the mouth. Like you don't have to use a small C for the ears, you can use a much bigger C, or you can use like a three-sided rectangle. Your nose could be like a spiral, your mouth could be an O, or it could be like a line and then a U underneath it to show a big smile. So that way you can experiment with a lot of different things. Now in this character on the left side, I have just changed the mouth from an upward facing U to a downward facing U. So instantly the character looks like it is very sad. Now in the third one, in the second row, I have created a very big nose. So that creates a very different kind of characteristic to that particular character. So I really like experimenting a lot. So even though all of the eyes in this entire page, all the characters that we have created, the eyes are the same. It's just the nose proportions that is changing a little bit, and then the mouth is changing a little bit. And because the face shape of everybody is different, they look like so many different characters that we've created. Now let's learn how to quickly draw hairstyle for these faces. I'm using a pencil to draw a circle for the boy and an oval shape for the girl. Start by drawing guidelines for the eyes and the nose the same way that we did earlier. I'm also filling in the details for the eyes, nose, mouth and ears. Always fill in these details and then move on to the hairstyle. For the boy's hairstyle, create two small lines above the ears towards the outer part of the ear and draw a small line from the middle of the head about half a centimeter away, and then connect these three guide marks which follows the shape of the face, which is the shape of the head on top. And then for the inner shape, draw a circle or a curve towards the forehead on each side and join these two in the middle with a small curve like I've done over here. So that helps you to create a very beautiful hairstyle for the boy. Now for the girl, I have drawn the entire face. From the center of the head, I am drawing two curves joining the ear beginning. And like I did for the boy, I'm drawing these guidelines on all the three sides and then joining them together. So for the girl, you can decide what length you want, and from the ear ends, draw two lines dropping down, decide the length and then join it towards the face. Remember, the hairstyle is going behind the head, which is why I have drawn the lines at the bottom, joining till the face. Now you can just take a pen and draw the outline of all the fair lines. Remember, the guidelines need not be outlined. That's a very important tip that I'm giving you right now. Otherwise, your characters will have a horizontal and a vertical line on their face all the time. So once you're done with the outline, you can use an eraser and you can just remove all the extra marks which are not needed. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, I would recommend you to keep the guidelines in pencil so that the next time you come back to the page, you know what you have created and why. And it's very instant remembrance for your brain that you had done this in a specific way. Both the boy and the girl are now ready with their hairstyles, and I think these cartoons are so cute. I hope this video was useful for you to learn how to create quick faces using any random shape. Look out for my next video in this series of cartooning, where I will show you how to draw more expressions, lots of different hairstyles, bodies, and so many different things that we can create. These are just a quick recap of the guidelines. The horizontal one is the eyeline, and the vertical one is where the nose and the mouth would sit.